Hello and welcome to this week's vlog with me, David Jones, and Trading 212. In this week's vlog, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the US dollar index. Had some big moves last week. And also for our strategy session, we're going to talk about triangles, a classic continuation pattern. So this is all looking ahead to the week of May the 22nd. First of all, what happened last week? We saw some big moves in markets. In currencies, we saw the euro move higher. We saw the pound against the dollar through 130. We saw that dollar index that we're going to be talking about in a few minutes' time fall 2%. And we saw, I think for many people, what's a welcome return of volatility in stock markets. We saw the US stock market index, the S&P 500, so the broader US stock market index, push out to fresh all-time highs briefly and then reverse really sharply. And as we've seen in recent months, as we've been getting used to, it's political factors have been having a much bigger effect on markets than economic factors. We go back to last June, it was Brexit, of course, the referendum here in the UK. Then we had the surprise Trump win, the presidential election in November. And we had the French election this year. And also over the last week, it was what was going on with President Trump's administration that was causing a bit of volatility in markets, his, shall we say, his disagreement with the FBI. So we saw, plenty of moves, quite sudden and quite sharp moves in markets. So I think it will be, another interesting week to come, particularly maybe for stock markets. Like I said, we did see that S&P 500 move out to fresh all-time highs. It got clobbered in the middle of the week, fell off really sharply, but on Friday it was regaining some of those losses. So can it break out again? It's going to be another key market to watch. When it comes to economic events for the week ahead, it's a bit of a quieter week. We've got on Wednesday, 7 p.m. UK time, we've got the latest minutes from the most recent Federal Reserve meeting, the central bank in the USA. So that can often cause volatility in all sorts of assets, gold, currencies, and the stock markets. That's 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Then on Thursday morning, we've got the latest update for UK GDP. So how well is the UK economy doing? Expectations are that the economy grew by about, 2% over the last quarter. But other than that, it's a bit of a quiet week. But I think following on from the volatility that we saw last week, we could still see some decent moves in all sorts of markets in the days ahead. Now, in a second, I'm going to talk about the dollar index. I think it's a really interesting market to watch. It was grabbing headlines last week because it had fallen back to where it was before the US presidential election in November last year. But before we get into that, let's talk a bit about our strategy session for this week. Now, in recent weeks, over the last few vlogs, we've been talking about patterns. So for plenty of people, when they look at charts, patterns are a big deal, and we've covered things like double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulders, and I thought let's wrap up our pattern session by looking this week at continuation patterns, the idea of triangles. So these suggest that what's happening in a market, a pause with the market going sideways, is just the trend having a bit of a rest before it carries on. So that's the textbook approach. Let's have a look at what the theory tells us about triangles and where we should be placing our trades. Let's go to our usual fictional market and take a look at this idea of triangles. So we've got a market that's been trending higher. As we know, markets don't move in one direction forever. And then we get a period where maybe the market doesn't make that much progress and does this sort of thing. So this is our triangle formation. So a chartist will draw lines like that and also like that underneath the lows. And we have, a clear triangle forming on the chart. So the expectation with these sort of patterns is that they'll continue the trend. So what we're waiting for is a breakthrough here. And that's the signal. So when that happens, for chartists, that's the breakout of the triangle. The assumption is the trend is going to continue. And when it comes to targets, the textbook way is the height of the pattern at its base projected up from the breakout point. So if we see a market going sideways in a narrowing range, that's our triangle, and the break here is the signal to trade. Of course, if the market does this, then it's failed as a continuation pattern.